tó bá jẹ́ tìwé ni mo kàwé o mo ti ń sìn yín bọ̀ ọjọ́ ti pẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ kìíní wá Emi Lokan. Emi Lokan.
Ọba jẹ́ sí wẹ́ni mọ̀ kàwé, mi ò ti ríṣẹ́ lálẹ́, ilé ayé ò ti bàjẹ́, jọ́ torí Ọlọ́run máa gbàgbé, God, don't forget me, ṣọ̀rọ̀ tí mi then please send me, opportunity to help me to move forward in my Olúwa ọgbọ́ kígbe, dúra mi ti gbà, mo ti ṣe yíbọ̀ ọjọ́ ti pẹ́, ẹgbẹ́ kìíní wá Emi Lokan, mo ń fàṣẹ gidi gan. Now I really know it's my turn. You know I'm the chosen one. Orun who ojo tito. The sun has come. No more clouds. The rain has stopped. Emi Lokan, yeah, Emi Lokan. Mon fashe gidiga. Now I really know it's my turn. You know I'm the chosen one. Orun who ojo tito. The sun has come. No more clouds. The rain has stopped. Emi Lokan. Yeah, I was getting treated like a poor.
Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Emi Lokan. I know it's been a long time since the last episode was put out, but we were just configuring, re-strategizing, refining. That's the word. I'm here with somebody I've known for over half a decade now.
Yeah, long time now, isn't it?
Literally, yeah, coming up to 8 years.
Right.
This year, innit?
Yeah.
And it'd been in the pipeline. We talked about interviewing from about, I think maybe even 2024, to be fair. I did the last 2 episodes we put out last year, but this was done in 2024. Right now, we are in Victoria Park right now, courtesy the Pavilion Cafe. Thanks for the hospitality. And yeah, let's get going. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
So, I go by a couple names. My real name is Aron, 1A. And I also go by the name of Caesar, or AC. I'm a music youth mentor. I produce, engineer, DJ, everything music, I'm there. But most and above all, I'm a creative. You know, I like to cook. I like to be part of things. I like to be part of projects, events. But yeah, in the grand scheme of it, that's me.
Okay, so yeah, me and Aron we go back. Studied at the same university.
Yeah, man.
For a year. That's how we met. Well, I was there for a year, and yeah, maybe we'll come on to that another time. But in my own life. But yeah, one of the interesting things that I think is worth noting about Aron is that he studies psychology. Psychology is something that I've been very interested in. As I've gotten older and whatnot, the study of the human brain and kind of habits, idiosyncrasies, decisions and whatnot. I think it's tantamount to success, to anthropology. As I said, Emi Lokan is an anthropological self-development platform. Anthropology being the study of humans. And I just thought he was the perfect person to talk to about this. So, yeah. With that said, you've talked about psychology, the psyche and stuff like that, and you've introduced yourself. You've given us a little bit about your identity. What part of your identity feels the most stable?
I think myself as a creative / facilitator. That's what I'd say. I feel like I'm very, because recently I've been doing a lot of like workshops, like facilitating like rap workshops. I'm working with the Waltham Forest Music Service, doing a lot of good work with them. And overall, what I'm doing, those fields of work is centers around facilitation, you know, facilitating for the youth, facilitating like music workshops, you know, with Walthamstow I'm doing a production, making beats with the youngers. And I'm also freelancing with True Cadence, based in, I don't know if you know about True Cadence. You heard about True Cadence?
Never heard of
He's
it.
based, it's the guy that runs it. His name is Manny. He's based in Barking.
Okay.
Yeah, he's proper. He does a lot of rap work. He helps facilitate like workshops for like youth in the area, in the borough of, you know, Barking, Dagenham, Romford.
Don't mind the dog
All
guys.
them
but
says.
yeah. Literally.
Vicky
we've got
Park, man.
a few visitors.
Come on now.
Well,
Trying to join the vibes.
But yeah. The more the merrier.
Facts.
Okay.
But yeah, man, yeah, it's just like facilitation, basically.
Okay.
Like, that's like me as a facilitator, as a creative. Now more than ever, I've been a lot more like just locked in with that field of work, you know, because I want to live off what I know, which is why I am where I am right now.
Okay, no. I think that's a beautiful segue. To be fair, I don't want to lose my train of thought too much. I have notes with me, but I think I'm going to go with the flow as well. So would you say that you see it as kind of like what you do as like a vocation, like a calling in terms of working with young people, music and whatnot?
Yeah, man, it's just what I've come into at the end of the day. And it's funny that you highlight my knowledge and experience in psychology, because as a degree, I haven't pursued it since uni, you know, like academically, so directly. I haven't pursued it so like straightforward. It's helped me in my experiences, you know, in my career, working in with youth, working just in life, it's helped, but as a career, it hasn't. So the music side of things, music's always been part of my life. So that's what I've come into. Music has been part of my life. When I graduated uni, I ended up working in I was in Amazon for a bit, done a local slavery thing there. But and I moved into a school, done some work in a special needs school. Then I went into the PRU. It just happened, because obviously working in Amazon, I just wanted to get out of there. And I had my degree in psychology. I spoke to this agency. They hit me up first thing. I said, get me out of this place. So they put me in this special needs school. Loved it. I was working with this one kid. Then I went to the PRU a couple months later, and I was there for almost 3 years. It wasn't even part of the plan. Like I said, I just found myself doing that. And as time went on, working in that PRU, I was also working with Area 44, now 144, putting on music events, cyphers, and at the same time I'm working with the youth. All of a sudden, music and youth work it just happened to be where I am right now.
Okay, so
yeah.
I've got a few questions from that. So for those who don't know, what is a PRU?
A PRU is a Pupil Referral Unit.
So could you elaborate on what that means?
Yeah, so it's literally just it's a school for kids that get expelled from mainstream schools.
Okay.
So any sort of kid that like does something way too extreme that school can't handle, they'll refer that child to the PRU, the Pupil Referral Unit.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
What would you say like the dichotomy and the juxtaposition between working in a special educational needs school and PRU, so like an SEN school and a PRU were? Like...
You know, there's more similarities than you'd think.
Okay.
In my opinion, I don't know how you'd assume it would be, but there are some similarities in terms of the dichotomies, in terms of the roles that you carry out in those certain types of schools. In a special needs school, in that school, it was very you have to be very attentive.
Okay.
Because some of these kids are mute, some of these kids have very, very severe autism.
Okay.
So the kid I was working with, he was a 5 to 1. So
What does that mean?
meant that he had to have 3 to 5 staff members on him at all times.
Oh.
Yeah, he was only like 9 or 10, but because he had such severe autism. You see, when you have autism, you don't really know how to restrain yourself. So everything is sensory for you. Everything is just like you're looking for the next stimulus, but you don't know how to regulate that.
Okay.
So, and this kid, he was very active as well. So he had a lot of strength in him because he didn't know how to hold back. Over the smallest thing, he would lose his temper sometimes, or he would just express in a way that he can, because all behavior is types of communication. If he slaps you, that's communication. Because he would slap you. He would look you in the face like this and then just lick you across the face. And that's not him trying to be mean. That's just that's how if you get too close in a space and he's not regulated, he's trying to say, I don't like you being at my space like that. But you don't know how to say that because he's very autistic. So he will slap you in the face.
So it's like, kind of like, you know, like, obviously Tourette's is like when people say what they think. And I think there's a thing where like somebody just does whatever intrusive thoughts they have.
It's like a branch of that. I never studied these things in depth.
Okay.
Like, mind you, when I studied psychology, like I wasn't locked in. Psychology has always been a passion for me, but learning how these things work to a certain T, I couldn't tell you the very specifics of it. But
okay, no worries. Yeah, so this time around, I'm not going to use a timer, guys. I didn't even bring mine, but we could have used a phone app, but I just think it's better to just let the conversation flow and whatnot, see what happens. So we'll just get into the game and continue this conversation. But if we start heads or tails?
Tails.
Cool. I'm just going to show the camera quickly. Look. Heads.
Yes.
Heads. Cool. Get that. Got that. So I'm gonna be white anyways. It's already set up. So anyway, cool.
But yeah, to answer your question though, that attentiveness is very it's like it's doing that in the special needs school. You do the same sort of thing in a PRU. So there's a lot of it's just not as severe. It's not as doctored in the special needs school. The PRU, you're very the kids talk to you, you know. So they're very
so they're better
they're social. They communicate, but they still lash out.
Okay.
You know, because some of them, if not all of them, are have some sort of needs as well.
Okay.
They're still vulnerable kids. Some of these kids are in that school not because of behavior, but because of their needs. You know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just to respond to what you said, you asked me. I think you said something along the lines of how I would have thought it would have been. So while I was away, like from the platform, I was actually working with a charity that teaches chess in schools, CSC. So I was going to different schools around London, mainly primary schools. Howbeit, it helped me improve as a chess player, but also just kind of it helped me improve in like pedagogy in terms of teaching and stuff like that and understanding. So actually I wasn't working they weren't necessarily SEN schools and whatnot, but some of the students that you work with, maybe they had like special education needs, or maybe they'd been removed from other schools and whatnot. I mainly did primary schools, but I did one secondary school. So I may not be as knowledgeable as you, because my background's not psychology either. Howbeit, I think I'm able to kind of just grasp some of the things that you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of these things are like you learn through experience as well. Anyway, and
is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I know youth workers, whatever, that have a lot of experience and knowledge in youth work that have 0 degrees. One guy I used to work with, he come out of I don't even know if I should be saying this, but he's been inside. He's been to prison, and he's come out, turned his life around, and a mad one, and he's like one of the most respected in the community. Okay. So because it's in Tower Hamlets in this borough.
Okay.
That we're in right now.
Seriously?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's where I used to work.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, man.
So, with that said, why psychology? Why did you decide to study psychology in the first place? Seeing as that's how our paths crossed and whatnot.
Psychology is it's been an interest for a long time in my life. Like, I was first introduced to it through TV actually.
Okay.
Like I made the first conscious choice to look into psychology because of TV. But that's, you do that with a lot of things. But my mum, she's actually a social worker. So that's what allowed me to like really develop my understanding, because I could ask her things. She would tell me about certain things. I would hear like stories about her field of work as well. Yeah, psychology and social work are very interchangeable.
Okay.
Bro, I feel like you're just gonna cook me in this game, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've improved, but do you know what? Yeah, it's funny because like since going through like things like curriculum to teach chess and stuff like that, I've improved a lot. And even then, I've realized there's levels to this thing. But I look at my other games that I was playing like before, and I'm just like, whoa, like.
So you're probably doing one play that I don't even know what's going on.
Like I don't remember like openings and stuff like that. Like I don't like, oh, this is the openings. But there's things I know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, but
I mean, if you teach chess, bro, like clearly there's a. Do you know your power? Like, what is it? There's like a ranking in chess.
ELO, like.
What does that mean?
ELO was the surname of the person who came up with the rating. It was like an American physicist. I forgot what his first name was. But he came up with a rating for chess, and he just used like statistics and based on like the results of games to determine somebody's rating. But in terms of mine,
power levels and that,
I don't know, because I haven't gone through like precise means. Like I've got chess.com and Lichess, but I would say probably somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500, because I don't play enough online monitored games. I do play
ranking.
Yeah, because there's been times where it's measured like maybe 1,100, 1,200, and then there's somebody that said, oh, I'm 1,500 and you beat me or whatever, like when I've gone chess club or something. But then there's other times like I've been getting cooked, innit? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it can go either way, innit?
I hear it.
Literally. So yeah. But yeah, so it was something that you were interested in. How could you just jog my memory a little bit?
I don't even want to do that, bro.
Okay, yeah, I'll just let you take that back. But we're not, by the way, just off.
Was that an illegal move? Can I not do that?
No, let me just give a disclaimer. As a disclaimer, like in real chess, like when it's like proper competitive, once you put your hand on the piece,
that's it.
You're supposed to move it. Like, you have to move it, but it's calm.
Right.
I didn't even do that, but I'm just saying as in for viewers.
No, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah, but don't worry about that for this, to be fair. I just want to...
Say less. Say less.
Yeah. So yeah, could you jog my memory as to what made you decide to...
I'm just going to do it, bro.
To kind of go down?
Yeah, man, it's my Marge.
Okay.
She's a social worker. Yeah, so obviously, like I looked at a couple TV shows. Like I've always been into like them sort of like thrillers, mind benders. Just like, you know, it's media. That's the sort of media I like. I like thinkers, psychological stuff.
Okay.
You know, like I've always been interested in the mind of like the criminal. That's how it started. Okay. That's not really my thing now, but it's like what that question sort of sparks my interest. Questions of like free will. Questions of why we are the way we are. I was a very introspective youth back in the days.
Okay, so go ahead and listen.
No, it's just like I feel like the way to go forward with that was to study psychology, in my opinion.
So like there was a lot of questions of like philosophy.
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that
Most
came
definitely.
into play.
Most definitely.
Okay, that makes sense. Calm. I hear that. No, sorry. I haven't put it down.
Yeah, you gotta move it now, innit?
Yeah, check.
Rotted.
Check.
It's like that, innit?
No, you can't
I haven't
castle.
moved.
You can't castle when you're in check. That's a rule that I
Swear
learned from
down.
teaching. Yeah.
That's a joke thing. That is a joke thing. Messed up my whole flow. Oh, that's a killer, man. I'm just gonna do this thing.
Okay, that's cool. Let me just take that now. Okay. So, would you say that like, did your mum like tell you about some of like the things she would deal with on the job of like social worker, like some of the nuances, did that pique your interest as well?
Yeah, it's just things in passing, really. Yeah, like I would hear her on the phone. She would just talk about certain things, certain patients. I've moved, by the way.
Okay, nice. Oh, cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
Yeah, man, just like certain things. I would just hear in passing, and you know, there's a lot of crazy people out there, man. But so everyone's got their stories.
No, I hear you. Definitely.
Yeah.
Check. Yeah, no, I hear you, to be fair. So were there any, apart from, okay, cool. So what media specifically, because you mentioned that there was media that got you interested, were there any like specific shows you watched or even books you read? Was there any books that you read along the course that kind of piqued your interest and stuff like that or whatever, to be fair?
See, I liked a lot of the weird stuff. Not weird stuff, but like
morbid, innit?
Morbid. Like, you know, there's a show called it's a book as well, actually. I've only read one of them, but it's you know Hannibal. You ever heard of Hannibal?
Hannibal Lecter, yes. Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you said Criminal Mind.
Yeah. That was like the TV show. That TV show was absolutely mad.
Okay.
It was very, very, very graphic. Looking back at it now.
My turn.
Your
It's my
turn. Yeah.
Okay.
It was very glorified. Like in terms of like, you know, like murder, crime scenes. It was very cinematic even. Not even glorified, it was very cinematic.
Okay.
But one thing I think they really got spot on was like trying to understand the mind of the criminal.
Okay.
You know?
So what were you thinking of working in like
Forensic psychology.
Okay.
That was like my first, when I was like year 10.
Okay.
That was my that was my goal.
So what kind of deviated you from that? Just out of curiosity then.
University, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. University just got to my head top. And it's just like, I fell out of love with psychology, man.
Okay.
That's the honest truth. In a way, like I still love it, but I'm not it wasn't like my main thing. Because if you want to do them sort of things, you have to be I'd still be in uni now. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it just ended up not being my thing anymore.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I hear it. So what, just the length of things, or could you elaborate on like what got to you?
Like about uni?
Yeah. For context, you were studying during like COVID as well, isn't it?
Yeah, man, yeah. Like literally half of my second year was in uni. Second half was just pure COVID. Third year, pure COVID.
Okay.
So that definitely shattered the experience for me. Like it didn't play well.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll take accountability too. It's also down to my my attitude towards learning, my choices towards learning,
Okay.
the people I met, things I was going through in life. It's just an amalgamation of all those things. And
Okay.
the result was just, I just wanted to get my degree and get out. You know? But the people I met in university, experiences I made, life-changing. So I wouldn't be where I am today without, you know, those things, those people, those experiences.
So it's not a regret for you? Or...
No, definitely not. Definitely not. No.
Okay. I hear you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, cool. Let's see. Was there anything you found interesting about it? Like, were there any books or anything, or any aspects of psychology that you found interesting? Because it's something that I've been looking into. Even just yesterday, this morning I should say, I started listening to a book called Games People Play. I don't know if you've heard of it. I think it's by Dr. Eric Byrne, I think.
Games People Play.
Yeah. I asked ChatGPT for like a lot of books to like bolster my understanding of things I want to do, just to, like for self-development. And I was asking about understanding people, and it mentioned that one. Even now, I've been interested in what I've been learning about it. It's talked about like the implications of like early nurture, so like let's say people getting attention or like neglect in childhood and how it affects like, let's say for example, their outcomes, whether it pertains to like certain mental disorders and stuff like that. And something that I heard about recent, which it talked about ego states. Have you heard of ego states before?
Nope.
Okay, so ego states, did you look at like, and you can guide me through this, but did you look at things like Freudian psychology, Jungian?
You touched upon it, yeah.
So like, you looked at like id, ego, super ego.
Yeah.
So from what I understand about ego states, it talks about like how you have people who, they're in different ego states, and it's like according to like maybe like maturity. So there's the ego state of people are switch between child, parent, and adult, if that makes sense.
Those are different ego states.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
That's. And mind you, obviously, I'm just.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
No,
I'm
I'm
listening.
as a disclaimer to the viewers, I'm not saying like this is precisely.
No,
accurate.
that's the thing with psychology. It's very. A lot of it is
Is it my turn?
subjective. Your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
I moved my night.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, psychology is very it's a soft science. You know, there's a lot of theories, a lot of paradigms that change a lot.
Okay.
The thing is with Freud, he's very
Check. Was it Freud that came up with that, or Jung? I don't know.
He planted the seed. I don't know if he came up with.
But was Jung Freud's student or something? I don't know too much. You can.
I couldn't tell you.
Nah,
I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair,
I couldn't tell you.
we're both like kind of
couldn't tell
dilettantes, dilettantes of the subject. But yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. The thing about Freud, that's what the last thing you were saying.
Freud, a lot of his stuff was it's all psychodynamics. He's essentially like the father of psychodynamics.
What does psychodynamic mean?
So I couldn't tell you the definition word for word, but it's essentially like the study of, it's like it's the psychological approach of looking at human behavior. The explanation for human behavior is because of your upbringings, basically.
Okay, yes, I think I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm listening.
You know, and a lot of it is let me just make this move real quick.
So like kind of like nature versus nurture and stuff like that, is it? Or is like
Nature and
or
nurture
your
are like,
product of your
so Freud's approach would say that his approaches are a lot more to do with nurture.
Okay.
Nature and nurture are like the grand debates of psychology.
Okay.
So Freud, all psychodynamics, they would say like your behavior is because of how you've been brought up, because of your parents,
Okay.
how you've been treated as a child. Like
Okay.
the way you've been treated as a child affects the way you form your future relationships.
Okay.
All that sort of stuff.
Okay. It's checked, by the way. Oh yeah, cool, nice.
I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Okay. Phase. Okay. Let's do this. Yes. So, sorry, I've lost my train of thought. It's kind of difficult to do the two things at once. But so with that said, going back to what we were talking about, ego states, child, parent, adult, and it's like what Eric Byrne said is that people switch between those. So like, it doesn't necessarily have to be in like a familial context, but it could just be like whatever, like, I don't know, other social dynamics where it's like you take on more of a role of a parent and adult. And he said that the people in the most control, who are like the most like mature, like kind of healthy psychologically, something along them lines, are able to keep being that adult ego state most of the time. And there's different things that people can trigger, like can do to trigger someone to enter a different ego state. And I thought that was interesting because there's even certain things.
That's very interesting. That's deep.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because even sometimes, I'm sure you've dealt with it where it's like, you'll deal with someone and you're like, wow, like you're this age, but it seems like you're delayed developmentally or something. But then in another facet, they act so maturely, like with so much maturity. And even me myself, sometimes I think to myself like, whoa, what triggers this? Like, what kind of development do I need to do as a person? Because do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's like,
That wasn't a
it's
good
so bizarre.
That was terrible. Move. Cool. Fairs.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah. With what you said about psychodynamics as well, I also listened to a book recently called The Courage to Be Disliked. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, my girl's reading that book.
Yeah, it's been going viral, innit?
Yeah,
it's by,
yeah.
I think Ichiro or something,
So,
innit?
it's a
Japanese book.
name. Yeah.
But that's how I kind of became familiar with some of the concepts you're mentioning. And the author basically said that he follows something called, he adhere, no pun intended, to a branch of psychology called Adlerian psychology, I think by a man called Alfred Adler. He was a German guy. And he basically was refuting like Freud's claim that we're a product of nurture and stuff like that. So he kind of denied, the basis of what he was saying, like I think another word for it is individualistic psychology. And that,
That's an approach.
you've heard of it, you studied that in psychology.
Yeah.
And that trauma doesn't have, or like past experiences don't have an impact on your current decisions, if that makes sense. So people are motivated, that the decisions they make are not based on like, let's say, trauma per se. Not to say that it doesn't exist, but it's not based on that.
Yeah.
But it's motivated by a desire. So for example, let's just say there's a child that he's got agoraphobia. I don't know if you're familiar with
Speaking
that.
in public or something.
Agoraphobia is like something like fear of being outside. I think agora is Greek for
It's
like
not public
market.
speaking, it's being outside.
Yeah, but I'm just
It's one of
paraphrasing.
them.
Yeah. So let's just say they're not going to school. Yeah. The dynamic that they said was like, okay, cool. Freud would say that, oh, because maybe they got bullied at school, that's why they don't want to go to school. But according to like Adlerian psychology, it would be like, maybe the desire was that the child wanted to play games, if that makes sense, at home. That's why they stayed at home. And they just used that, oh, I'm getting bullied at school as a crux as to why. And it was like kind of like interesting for me, like in terms of like kind of me thinking about some of the decisions that I've made and stuff like that, in terms of like how I've kind of navigated life and certain things. But yeah, what do you make of that? Is that something you're familiar with and whatnot? By the way, is it my music?
Your turn, yeah.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'm listening.
I think it's a very optimistic outlook. Thing is with me and the way I view like these sort of things in psychology. Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
So no.
Queen for queen.
Yeah, cool.
Yes. What do I make of that? I think it's very, like I said, it's very optimistic. Very, how would I take that? I don't agree with it.
Okay.
I'd say that I think it could be an explanation for some, you know, some cases. I feel like I'd have to look at it some more to really understand like the depths of that, like that sort of approach, you know, like desire being the main drive for somebody's actions. I think is that the way you've explained, the example you gave me is, does that tie in with the ego states as well?
No, this is just separate.
Like, okay, cool.
So I listened to that book
Different
in 2025 some point,
psychologists.
but I was just saying as in my kind of what I think is you're describing in terms of psychodynamics and stuff like that. In terms of the ego states thing, that's just something that I've been listening to this morning. I wanted to understand human psychology more, so I just asked ChatGPT to recommend some books. With that said, just as a segue, I don't know if you were reading books about it and stuff like that, but was there anything that felt uncomfortably accurate when you read it, or like relevant to you?
What, like just in psychology in general?
Yeah, or books. Yeah, books specifically, or resource media. Like, oh, this is so pertinent to me. By the way, it's your turn as well. So
Yeah. Are there any things? I feel like I feel like there are definitely, I mean, I feel like we could all say that really and truly. Like, if any, I'm sure you've read some things that you thought that apply. You read some things that have you thought to yourself, right, like that applies to me. You know, I'm sure there's many things that people read, but nothing has really hit me close to home that has made me think. That has felt like you're reading something that's like describing your life. You know, like you might see some small like
parallels.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think it all comes down to human nature. Like, human nature can be very subjective. But again, there are parallels there. You know, like when people study human nature for half of time, you notice some things.
Okay.
Which is what psychology is essentially, you know. So yeah.
Okay. I think that it's not. I don't even know how long we've been running. We've been talking for a while, but
it's been about 45 minutes. I think.
To be fair, it's not necessarily. We can have these conversations another time, innit? Like I'm enjoying this, and we can come back and film and whatever. But let's move on to some other stuff.
Yeah.
So when you were closer in proximity to each other, I noticed that you were doing something called, you were doing martial arts. Specifically, I believe it was Silat.
Silat, yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about Silat? Is it my turn?
Your turn. I'll just move my castle.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So Silat is it's Indonesian. It's it's a martial art. It's not a competition sport. It's more designed to. It's what the I think the Indonesian army or military used. Basically. So it's not designed for competition. It's designed to just end the fight or end any piece of physical conflicts, just like that.
Okay.
It's very brutal.
So it's like used for like lethal force and stuff like that.
No pun intended, but it's designed to not pull back your punches. It's designed to go full throttle if you're in a fight.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm listening. Okay. Is that like a little bit like, so like some of these other like militant martial arts, like I guess martial arts is militant, but like Sambo, Russian, I think Sambo is Russian, and Krav Maga, I think that's Israeli.
Yeah.
Like it's designed for special forces and
exactly,
army,
yeah,
military.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
What made you decide to get into it? I think, were you doing Pencak Silat or was there a specific branch?
SBO. So Buka Lingkaran. So that's like SBO. So like there's two different types, SBO and you got Pencak.
Okay, cool.
I couldn't break down the differences for you, like exactly, but I think there's like variations to it.
Okay, no worries,
or like the origins, I think.
No worries. What made you decide to get into it?
I just wanted to do something different. Oh, that was so silly, bro. Silly, bro.
Cool. I think I'm just gonna... Cool. How did you find out about it?
To research.
Okay.
And then I found this movie. See, again, media. I found this movie called The Raid.
Okay.
And see me, like even before I've seen that movie. Have you seen that movie, The Raid?
Is it got Michael? No,
Nah, there's no black. You do about Michael J. White?
Yeah.
Nah.
What's the one that he was in? That
Red Blood and Bones.
That's the one. That's the cult classic.
Yeah, Bad Boy.
That's the one Ethan used to talk to me about.
Blood and Bones. Yeah.
Bro.
Cold movie. Yeah. Cold
But
movie.
yeah.
Very cold movie. Yeah. Nah, The Raid is it's just fully Indonesian.
Okay.
It's I don't know. Have you heard? Gangs of London?
Yeah.
So the guy that directed Gangs of London directed The Raid first. The Raid came out about maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Okay.
And The Raid was like one of his first projects. Small budget.
Okay.
Wicked movie. And them sort of movies like the martial arts, like that's what I like. That's my thing.
Okay.
And just watching that just made me. Oh, see, I touched it. Can I take my hand off?
Just, you can make whatever movie you want to make. Don't worry about that.
Bro, both my castles are gone, bro.
Ah, cool. Should we start now?
But yeah, Silat was it was a different martial art.
Yeah, let's do it.
Watching all those things
Check.
made me very
I think... Oh shit, I think that's me. No, not yet.
You sure?
Wait, before, let me just see if before I tell you what you can do. Okay, you can move your bishop back to F8.
Oh yeah.
And I guess that will put you in play again, but it's up to you.
Bro. I made too many silly moves, man.
Yeah. Nah, it gets like
Too many silly moves, bro.
literally it gets like that.
And you're warm. Might I say, I'm not warm, bro. Give me a couple games and I'll be better.
I hear it.
I haven't played this game in years, bro. I don't think I played chess at all in 2025, bro.
But you playing during COVID? That's when a lot of people got into it.
Bro. Like with chess, bro. Like I played chess. My dad taught me how to play chess when I was a kid. Like I was about 10 or something.
Okay.
Figured out the rules, cool. But I never it was never like a venture for me or anything. Did you move, by the way?
Yeah, I moved the bishop.
Oh, okay, cool.
Here, yeah, I believe, yeah.
All right.
I believe. No, I moved my rook, sorry.
Oh, yeah, you moved that
But
there, really?
E1.
Yeah. Cool. Shit, boy. What made you get into chess?
What made me get into chess?
Like, how did you end up for this to be a profession for you? Like, you even got a chess club.
Are you talking about from young or like?
Like, what made you decide to
Recent.
pursue it to this degree?
So obviously I learnt when I was young. Let's just gloss over that.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
like when I was like 10, I learnt enough to play a full game. But after kind of I left the uni we were going to, and like just around like maybe just after COVID times, my life took quite a few meanders. Maybe some of them you may be privy to or certain things or not. But I came to a crossroads. Is it my turn? It's
Your
my
turn,
turn,
yeah. I'm moving my pawn right here.
I came to a
page
crossroads in life where I wasn't in an optimal position. Like I felt like I was I'd moved back a little bit or stagnated back to square one. There was certain opportunities that kind of I'd lost and stuff like that and whatnot. And I literally concluded there were 2 times where I was like, okay, cool. I'm not intentionally like, let's say self-sabotaging or like whatever, or like just things aren't going my way. And I can share certain things off camera as well, like, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But my decisions, it's not even like my decisions are bad. Like, okay, cool. I mean, I could be making a bad decision, I could be making a good decision. But the issue is more so my decision-making process as opposed to simply my decisions, literally. And I kind of came to a place where, obviously, I guess just to disclose a little bit, like around the time you met me, I was like very like quote unquote religious, do you know what I mean? Like pious or spiritual, whatever word you want to use for it.
Yeah.
Howbeit, it was the case where that came with a lot of drawbacks in the sense of like that kind of hyper religiousness, indoctrinations, in the sense that it's checked, by the way.
Oh yeah, shit. As soon as I picked up, I was like, wait.
In the sense that my reasoning, I feel like my reasoning faculties had been dulled quite significantly. Like the way I made decisions, because I was somebody who performed well academically in school. It was only when I started, like schools, A-levels, did very well in it. But when I started, sorry, I'm just thinking.
No, was
Well,
it
I think
uni?
that's checked. I think that's checked, mate. I think, but let's see.
Bro, I'm just
Yeah, I
delaying your
wanna
inevitable,
continue
bro.
this
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I believe that's checked, mate.
That mate.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because you're nice.
Nah, yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah,
That's checkmate.
good game. But yeah, let's continue this conversation regardless. These pieces are gonna distract me. So my reasoning faculties had like kind of reduced, and I was like, what's going on in it? And obviously, naturally, with like kind of things when it comes to questions of piety and whatnot, oftentimes like the metric for merit is morality. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And not really actual morality, it's just like the appearance of morality. Because there's people who, in actuality, like I saw a lot of people, even me myself, there were certain things that I did or certain things that I saw people do, which was, this is a lack of scruple, or these people are not, like a lot of hypocrisy. But maybe like, let's say, conflicts in my conscience would kind of like relent from me, like, let's say, pursuing certain things to a higher degree where it's like, okay, cool, I'm just using the moral high ground to advance. And it's something that I see in the world as a whole. Not even just in religion, whether it's in politics, it's a very pervasive thing. Like people rally people together by, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like just taking a moral high ground. And realistically, it's just a power game, innit? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because if you're able to keep up that appearance, it works. If not, do you understand what I'm trying to say? If your public opinion
You don't think people pick the moral high ground because that's what they intrinsically want to follow?
No, not necessarily.
So?
I think to a degree, but one...
That power element was always going to be there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but in the sense that people are multifaceted. Even if it's not a power thing, nobody has complete integrity. In certain areas, there's going to be like cognitive dissonance in our belief systems and whatnot. But it just depends on how pervasive that is, isn't it? So for me, it's like, okay, cool, like there's certain things that, okay, I've been set back and I'm having like kind of conflicts in conscience and whatnot. And on top of that, I'm somebody who, like when I decide to like devote to something, I can be very, very devoted, like die hard, innit? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So there was things that I was like, let's say studying and whatnot, that people were starting to view as, when it was like, okay, cool, like, yeah, you're just zealous. It's like, all right, yeah, go ahead, But when it's like, it doesn't align with, let's say, somebody's agenda, I'm just gonna call it like that, or propaganda, or whatever, or it seems like super extreme, it's like you're fringe, innit? It's like, okay, but I'm like, this is what I'm seeing as I'm going into this. And it's setting me back, it's having effects on like my personal life and stuff like that, things I won't talk about too much. So I kind of determined that I needed to make more pragmatic decisions, holistically, even as it pertains to seeing through things like that, whether it's like those type of kind of facades, those type of red herrings, straw men.
And you feel like this takes all of that away when you're in the moment?
Not takes it all away, but I just had to exercise my reasoning faculties, my pragmatism. I had to kind of literally say to myself, it's not personal. Everything, like, okay, cool. Let's say this person, you feel like this person's betrayed you, or this person, or this thing has happened, It's not personal. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You're playing a game, and oftentimes when it comes to things like conflict and stuff like that, people relent, and I don't just mean like physical violence, whatever it could be in it. Oftentimes people relent because it's like, okay, cool. One of the easiest strategies is to take the moral high ground, and depending on like the demographics you come from, let's say certain things, psychometrics and there's some people that it's easier for them to be a victim or play a victim, rally the support of other people, but that's not the way life is. That's not the way success is. It works to a level, do you understand what I'm trying to say? But even then, it's a strategy that people use and whatnot. So I just overall had to become more pragmatic. So I started playing more chess, started studying it. I wanted to like, originally I had an idea for a podcast, mental transformation podcast after like Jimmy, like I wanted to, but I was like, I kind of moved away from it and So I started playing. Now let's fast forward. I was going gym, my area for a while and whatnot. And I was just kind of thinking about kind of things that had happened and stuff like that. So there was a guy that I went to school with, I should say. He's a bit younger than me, but when I went to the sixth one, he's quite a big TikToker, Drew 2 Wavy, you know about him? I'll show him after, you know, innit? So used to bump into him in the gym. I had a little bit of a rapport from school days, innit? But not too heavy. So one day, we're just chopping it up, innit? And I was just talking to him, I was like, this was around the time when Clint Cortez, you know Clint that makes Cortez, the clothing brand.
Clint Cortez, nah, I don't.
Clint, the one that makes the Cortez or Cortez, whatever you want to call it. Like, you know, like that Central C rock.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So this was around the time, I think, I forgot what the brand is called. Is it MDV or Mound of Water? Something like that. But they were saying that he was copying like his designs, innit? Like, I think the guy is a footballer and he went into boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then there was like kind of contention over that and stuff like that.
Right.
So what have you. So I was talking to him about things like how do you protect your intellectual property? How do you kind of protect from band damage and stuff like that and whatnot? Because certain things that I had gone through was like, part of it was like to do with like my reputation being kind of like certain attacks on reputation and da. So I was kind of like thinking, how do I like insulate from boom, boom, boom? So I'm chatting to him and then he says that all I really do is I just go like boxing, kickboxing and I go chess club, innit? I think he said kickboxing and chess club. I was like, oh, where's your chess club or what chess club do you go to?
Was you into chess at that point though? Like
yeah, a little bit. I don't know if I'd thought of this idea by then, maybe. But I was playing from before then.
Okay.
So he was like, oh yeah, go ahead, da. And it was in Bobo's Cafe that's owned by Sloan, you know, Laulu Sloan, the artist, the painter. At the time, innit? So it was called Bobo's, it's changed to a nightclub. So he sent me that one. There was another one in Brixton called CSCB. So I started going Bobo's. This was like 2024, February, March-ish, innit? And I enjoyed the vibe, started playing, getting better, enjoying this. And then I came up with this idea. I was already, because obviously even uni times, I think you came on like the podcast that I was doing previously time ago, innit? I called this is a platform, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? But I knew that kind of bag in terms of self-development and stuff that I wanted to do, media was something that I was gonna pivot into. So then I came up with this idea some point in 2024, maybe late 2023, I don't know. And then I was going Bobo's, I'll fast forward a little bit, but in terms of working in it, there was one day I wanted to improve, so I'd already started the platform maybe late 2024. I was like, okay, and a lot of these books are hard to read. Like, let's say, for example, I don't know, like a Gary Kasparov manual or something, or Chess for Dummies. It's like, it breaks it down, but it's like, it didn't really help me learn in like a comprehensive way, you know? So there was one day they had like some flyers for the charity at the chess club when I went, and I picked up one. I was talking about my platform. I'd already started really putting things out, like and whatnot, the music and developing my platform. And then applied. The rest was history, you know. And I was working like pretty much all of 2025, most of 2025. So that's how that happened. But I don't know if there's anything you want me to elaborate on, or we'll go back to the interview. But I'll probably elaborate more on this platform anyway, regardless.
Yeah. Nice little origin story there, though.
Yeah, literally.
Come on.
Literally.
Nah, I mean, that makes sense, man. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see, like, to know that it came down to your perception of how people take the moral high ground.
Yeah, that was a big factor.
That's very interesting.
That was a big factor, but it was more about winning, literally, like winning in life, like in the sense of life being a game which is dependent on strategy. Life being kind of like a strategy game and whatnot. That's a simple aspect of things, but also I wanted a medium where it was impartial, it was fair. There's no bias, like in terms of like, race or class or gender or whatever, like religion, or it's just like, it's based on, it's the meritocratic aspect of it is how good you are, how smart you are, if that makes sense.
Are you saying that's how it should be, or that's how you see it?
That's how I see chess, but also
just chess.
No, life in general, how I see things. Like, for example, on this platform, God willing, like I'm gonna get like a guest from all walks of life, innit? The last person I interviewed, went to school with Ramon and and whatnot. But the platform is not about taking like the moral high ground. It's about seeing how people think, where their decisions have led them, whether for good or for bad. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I say that to say, for me, both in terms of seeing people contradict themselves in terms of, let's say, integrity and whatnot, and seeing where, like, let's say, okay, certain parts of my character were flawed, and like feeling like, okay, cool, like there's certain positions, offices, or things that I feel like certain people are disqualified for, or maybe I'm like maybe disqualified or questioned for. I was like, you know what, I need a metric, like there needs to be a metric that's not based on scruple, because at the end of the day, people stumble in it, people make mistakes, people make moral failures, even
100%.
going to like the highest office in the land. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It may be a bit controversial. You have like things like, and just, if you want to come past, you can. Okay. You have things like, let's just say, Clinton Gate, if you know what that is in terms of like people in office with scandals, affairs, whatever, or corruption, or kind of embezzlement, stuff like that. Like you have like all the accusations with Trump, like, okay, cool, with like, and it's not good, but like, let's say Epstein's Island, but even take away from like that warrant stuff, like even like, okay, cool, Stormy Daniels or Clinton, Monica Lewinsky, or like you go to like, let's say Nigeria, or you go to like, all these things, it's like, okay, cool. Clearly, we can't make the basis of like kind of renown and leadership and stuff like that, and just kind of like people doing things like kind of holding office, making pivotal decisions, just based on being above reproach. Definitely not alone in it. And then on top of that, for me, because I had like certain things, like I was going through, my belief system was changing. I was having paradigm shifts and questioning what I was thinking. I was kind of like, okay, cool. I can't just base it on this, because this is not a solid metric. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Unless I'm gonna exist in like cognitive dissonance. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And just ignore certain things. So do you mind if you're in this show? Okay, no worries. Yeah, so literally, that was what it was for me, innit, to be fair. Do you know what, do you have any more questions? Because I've liked how this interview's flowed. I may just skip forward.
What time is it even?
Yeah.
Okay.
I may skip forward a few things rather than, to be fair, and then we can maybe come back again and just have like a conversation or whatever.
Yeah, so I want to fly up by like 4 at least.
Okay, no worries, okay.
Because I need to get back to my car to then get to my man.
Cool, no worries.
It's like a 30-minute journey, so.
Okay, no worries, yeah. No. Okay, so cool. Here's what we'll do, innit? So we'll talk about upbringing, cultural identity, we'll skip like the violence thing. So where did you grow up? And how did that shape you?
I grew up, for 15 years, I grew up in Walthamstow.
Okay.
So,
by the way, if there's anything you don't want to disclose as well,
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Grew up in Walthamstow. Yeah, man. E17. It's like my home planet. Yeah,
Home planet,
it's my
not
home
even
planet.
town.
Yeah. Yeah, I live around Wood Street. You know Wood Street? Like in
Nah,
Walthamstow. You don't know a store like that?
I go Waltham Forest more. I even had a school there, I think St. Xavier's.
St. Saviour's.
Yeah, a
St.
couple
Saviour's.
lessons.
I know St. Saviour's, yeah.
I did a couple lessons there, to be fair.
Okay,
Yeah,
fairs.
not too much, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I grew up around there. Went Frederick Bremer. My school was on TV.
Okay.
Educating East End.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. I was
you
in year
must have
9,
been
bro.
there with TightRoadBaby. Was he at that school?
He was
at
a
that
year
time?
below me.
Say, crazy.
He's a little menace, though. I got a couple fights with him. Low key. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man,
You remember
yeah.
he said that he wanted to be a police officer. and that-
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But-
man. But yeah. But no, I went to school there, Frederick Bremer. Wasteman school. Like the people, I got enough love for the people there. But either way, yeah, 15 I moved out though to Essex.
Okay.
So it's literally August 2015 I moved out, 11th of August. And
Okay.
that just like switched up my whole life, because imagine it's like I'm 15 and I've just been shipped out the ends.
Nah, I hear it.
Because I was like prime, I was in the zones, I was in the ends. Shipped out, I'm in Essex now, completely different location. You know, I'm still very grateful for it. I'm always grateful for it, because the living situation was a bit mad at home.
Okay.
You know, so that house was a blessing, like a real blessing. You know, the location, the house, everyone's got their space and everything.
Okay.
So you know, everyone's living nice over there. But I've been living there since. I'm 25. I'm 26 on Sunday actually. It's my birthday on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday in advance.
Appreciate that. So since 15, so I've been there for about almost 11 years now.
Okay.
And so like, you know, it's very, I've always described myself, I've come to that understanding that I've seen myself as like a hybrid of like just upbringing.
Okay.
Because I know if I stayed in Walthamstow, my life would be very, very different.
Okay.
But moving out just changed my path completely. So it's put me on a thing of just living in two different worlds in a way. You know, because living in Essex is different to living in Ends. Completely different. I became a lot more isolated.
Okay.
A lot more
reclusive.
Yeah. Like just in my way of life. You know. But it's definitely shaped the way I am now.
Okay.
You know, living in those two different areas. That's just how I grew up.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Not much of my people out there.
Okay.
It's just different, man.
So, would you say it was a culture shock?
100%. 100%. I couldn't explain it at the time, but because I was 15, I just started year 11, so I had one more year in school, and then obviously I'm in college after that. In college, that's where like it really hit me, because I don't know anybody. I'm in a whole new ends. I don't know anyone.
Nah, I hear it.
And I just ended up just sticking to my ones in college. So like I was most of it was solo. I made some friends. I got some good friends. That I still chat to every now and then now. But most times I was solo, man. The culture shock, because everyone's like, most black people out there are African.
Okay. Yeah. Like Nigerian or
Nigerian, Ghanaian, Zimbabwe, couple here and there. But
so
I met like one Caribbean.
Let's segue that into that. So what's your ethnic background then? I know about like.
So I'm Caribbean.
Okay.
So my grandma was born in Trinidad.
Okay.
My mum's side, my dad's side, grandparents were born in Carriacou.
Okay, where's Carriacou, just for people?
Carriacou is, so you see where Grenada is?
Yeah.
It's like north of Grenada.
Okay.
So you can get like a boat there, a plane there. Yeah.
Just wait for
Okay. So you can get one of those, you know, like those small like those GTA looking planes. Those small, you can fit like 5 people in there.
Okay.
That's the plane you get from Grenada to Carriacou, or you know, vice versa.
Have you been to Carriacou before?
Yeah, a couple times. It's been about almost 10 years now since I've been.
Do you know what? I only found out you were from Carriacou last year. You always used to say that you were Grenadian. And then we were chopping up in the studio, I think.
Yeah.
And then you said that, you're from Carriacou.
Yeah, it's just long to explain sometimes, but someone once told me, and she made a very good point, was that you can't downplay where you're coming from. You know, like you shouldn't just settle for the compromise when you explain your roots.
Nah, I hear you.
You know,
I hear you.
So that's even probably what made me explain the whole Carriacou thing back then as well.
Yeah, what is it? What's it that they say in Jamaica? What, we lickle but we talawa, innit? Or something. Did I butcher that? You never heard that before?
Say again?
We lickle but we talawa or something.
But we what?
But we talawa, like we're strong, like.
I've never heard that before.
Okay.
I've never heard that before.
Is
that a Jamaican thing?
I think so, yeah.
Couldn't tell you, mate.
Yeah, cool. Cool. I was just somewhere still. Were you aware of your ethnicity growing up?
During growing up?
Yeah, just there as.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was I mean, yeah, to a degree I was. But it wasn't until moving out of Walthamstow to Essex is where I really started to take in my ethnicity, my culture, just my identity, man.
Okay.
It was I done like some small research just about, you know, black people, where we come from, as a people, the history of the Caribbean. You know, the Caribbean is a very big melting pot of culture.
Okay.
You know, it's a lot of, it's just a lot of mixture, a lot of generations just coming together.
Okay.
You know, and that, like my time in college, again, moving out of the area, whole new area, everyone's white, black people sprinkled around here and there. It made me like put a lot of things into perspective.
Okay.
So yeah.
So yeah, I guess this is a good segue. Some of these questions I'm reading off, by the way, guys, so it's not just like off the cuff, but did you feel like you had to code switch at any points, whether that's area, work, whatever?
Only recently, you know, I didn't feel like I had to. Not completely anyway. There's certain things you can't say, certain ways you can't talk. I wouldn't say I code switch, but I would restrict some things that I'd say a lot to my to other people, like in places of work. I became
like
a lot
you
more
were reserved.
Yeah, I'll be a lot more reserved. I'd reserve my speech, the true way I would like to say some things. You know, I alter the way I speak, not all the way, because I found that I naturally just can't code switch. I just speak the way I speak. Whatever comes out, comes out. You know. Only recently I've learned to project myself in a more, I guess, professional way, just for the sake of life. You know, you learn how to do that. You learn how to carry yourself in a more professional manner. But I still feel authentic. You know, like that's always been like my gripe. I'm very stubborn when it comes to authenticity about myself, which is why I wouldn't say that I've been in a point where I've had to code switch fully, speak like, you know, you got your white voice on the phone, all that sort of stuff. You know, like I might speech it up. The main time I'll do it is for like interviews, like job interviews. But even then, I try to dial it down because I don't like to code switch. I don't. I might change a couple things, but my whole demeanor and manner, I'm just too stubborn that way, man.
So overall, you like to just like you want like your whole character to be like cohesive, like integrated, as opposed to I hear it.
That's it.
I hear it. So I'm gonna skip a few topics. Maybe we'll come back and like discuss, because I think maybe you can just be a regular or just whatever. But so music.
Yes.
How did you get into music? What exactly do you do? Just to elaborate. I know you mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah. So I started off playing piano when I was about 4. Dropped it, got boring for me.
Okay.
Then I got into drums when I was about 10. Played in church. Playing drums in church is like boot camp.
Okay.
Because you're on every week, you're rehearsing, playing in service every Sunday. You learn a lot. Naturally, you just pick up a lot. Then I started making beats. My dad got me into that because he's a musician as well.
Yeah.
So he put me on, basically. Started making beats for a while. Then I started writing to my beats. Tried to record some things, but it just sounded whack. You know, which wasn't working. So I learned how to mix and master myself.
Okay.
But that's a journey in itself. That's a very big process. I'm still learning things to this day. So it's like, and then even then on top of that, I learned how to DJ from my boy Brads. You remember Brads?
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
Brads, innit?
Yeah.
He taught me how to DJ.
Okay,
He showed me like the ropes at the start, and I just took it from there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, man. So it's like, just as time has gone on, I've just picked up different things along the way. I've learned how to do small photography. A couple terms I've learned small videography, video editing, picture editing, Yeah, man, it's just through my walk of life, I've just picked up different things musically,
Okay.
art-wise, creative-wise.
Okay.
It's a journey. It's just been a journey.
So yeah, I guess maybe we won't cover over too much about like the rapping and like the artists. Like we'll go more to the production aspect of things. So you produce, yeah?
Yeah.
So obviously, as far as I know, you run a what should I call it? Platform or thing? How would you refer to it? Like as a collective name? Aux In. What would you?
Aux In, yeah. So Aux In right now is, I'm still building it up. I have a goal for it. I've got objectives.
Okay.
I've got a couple objectives. In terms of what I'd class it right now, as right now, similar to you, I just call it a platform.
Okay.
Because right now, at this moment in time, the only component I have to Aux In right now is this event that I'm planning.
Okay.
Which is a beat auction. I'm planning a beat auction. Right now I'm in the process of just recruiting some producers, some beat makers, because...
Is it similar to what they do at like Box Park? Is it Hardest Bars that do it? But
Are you talking about what, the producer link up?
yeah.
Kind of, not really. The producer link up is like a beat battle.
Okay. So it's like a versus.
It's a versus.
Okay.
It's like a clash for beats.
Okay. I've never been, but okay, cool.
So they're good. I've been told they're really good.
Okay, you should check it out one time, maybe.
Most definitely. Yeah. But to shorten it, the philosophy behind Aux In is essentially the bridge between the artist and the producer. You know, it's a play on words. Aux In acts as you know, like when you plug your
like
phone
the
into
jack,
the aux, it's the jack. Aux In, you're plugged in. You've made that connection. You know, and if you have like I don't know if you know much about mixers, like audio mixers. They have auxiliary outputs, auxiliary inputs. They act as multiple outs, multiple ins, multiple ways to, connect sound to create different effects. You know, it's what I'm trying to say is that it's all interchangeable. It all entangles into one port, one connection, one wire. You know, and that is the Aux In. The Aux In is, I want Aux In to be the connection between different components in the music world, in the creative world. Okay. It's down to music, artists and producers, people that want to learn how to mix, how to create beats. You know, I want to be able to just provide, basically.
Okay.
So that beat auction is one way of doing it, is bridging the gap between the artist and the beat maker, the producer. While also, producers making a bit of money as well. But it's also for the exposure because, artists always, it's YouTube beats. Always YouTube beats. You know how it goes. Yeah. And I want to be able to shut that down or just create an alternative path.
So like kind of be like the middleman, like
exactly.
the medium,
middleman.
Conduit, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Aux.
Okay. So with that said, like, do you want to plug Aux In, or is there anything you want to plug before we?
Yeah, man, most definitely. Aux In, there's a flyer out. There is.
We'll probably edit that in. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send you the flyer. There's a QR code. I need producers, beat makers, anyone that's interested in buying beats for this event. Beat makers that are looking to auction off any beats that they might have on the side. I'm putting together a group chat. I just need people to sign up through the link. The QR code has all the information. The flyer's got everything. Yeah, man, Aux In event, beat auction coming soon.
Okay, and then before we go, is there any like lessons, any like kind of wisdom or kernel of wisdom that you want to share with the people?
I like that. That's a good question. One thing I've learned throughout life is that one thing I've learned is that humility is always a battle. You know, staying humble and knowing when to allow your ego to thrive is a very thin line, but it's a line that everyone should have.
Yeah.
It's what makes us human, but it can also be the reason for downfall. I think being aware of yourself and the way that you project your ego is very important, you know, and knowing when to speak as well, knowing when to say certain things and when to hold back, and you know, like it's a very niche thing to say, but I think it's a very important thing to say, you know, knowing when to allow your presence to shine.
So like kind of like knowing the balance of being humble but not being subservient. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, and then, all right. Yeah, no, I
some
think
words
that's
I'd like
valuable.
to share to the people then.
Yeah, definitely. That's something that's been pertinent to me. I've been thinking about as well. Generally, like just as a segue to what you're saying, and I'll close it off like that. One thing that was pertinent to me during that time, like when I was like super piety, I think that times where like, okay, cool, I let my ego get the better of me in life, and then in the name of overcorrecting, I'd become like, I try and be overly humble, like I go beneath myself. And like one thing that the Bible did say, that not to say like, oh, it's like the scriptures like a pervasive aspect of me as a person, but like let no one cheat you out of your reward through like false humility, through like voluntary humility, innit? And I think that was something that I've engaged in a lot, to where it's like, okay, cool, I'm going beneath what I'm called to do. And humility oftentimes is just playing your position. It's not trying to go above or below that. I think that's true humility. But yeah, let's call it a day.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for coming.
Come on now.
My guy.
Anytime, I'm glad we got to do this, man. I know
Yeah,
it's
for real. It took time.
it's a
innit?
hustle to get this done,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm glad we're doing this now, man.
Cool. Let's call
I need
it.
to get my chest game up though, fam, for sure.
Yeah, cool. No worries. Cool.
I need to warm up.
Success plenty follow come. Emi Lokan, mon fâché gidi gan. Now I really know it's my turn. You know I'm the chosen one. Orun mu ojo tita. The sun has come, no more clouds, the rain has stopped. Emi Lokan, yeah, Emi Lokan. Mon fâché gidi gan. Now I really know it's my turn. You know I'm the chosen one. Orun mu ojo tita. The sun has come, no more clouds, the rain has stopped. Emi Lokan, yeah. Egbe kini wa, egbe. Ekujo meta, eshe. Egbe kini wa, egbe. Ekujo meta, eshe goni.